attack on sight here. Lincoln seems a good place to trade.
Does it?
The market is flush with goods.
Yes, it must be. Growing up, we never wanted for anything in my father's home. Bread and poultry and field fruits of all manner. I suppose this is where our servants purchased them. I suppose this is where our servants purchased them. Lincoln's boom was ours as well.
How often did you leave your house, Humboldt?
Oh, from time to time. Yes. Archer, Herewrith! Tell Lord Hunbeor his son has returned!
My lord, you're well.
Lord Hunward, you should have sent forewarning of your return to avoid the violence that dogs you. Lives might have been spared.
Why so surprised to see my return, Bishop? Was I rumored dead?
Oh, worse than dead. It is my reluctant duty to report the rumor that you were lost in the north, bedding a Dane on some squalid farm.
I have no patience for insult and rumor. We have come to speak with Lord Hunbeor, that is all.
Lord Hunbeor has gone, I'm afraid. He would not say where to, but I'm sure he will return shortly. Once the storm has passed.
What on earth do you mean by that? What storm?
Your father feared for his life, Hunwald. In his weakened state, he could not defend himself. Not against a Dane, certainly.
How dare you? Eivor is above reproach.
See this from my view, Hunwald. You arrive after a strange absence, with a hired Viking in tow, demanding to see your father. This does not, in my estimation, imply benign intentions.
If I meant to murder you, these stones would be slick with your gore already.
Such violence. Good heavens! God must have purpose for you pagans in his holy plan, but I confess to utter bafflement.
Hunwald, your father was at my hospice for a time, but he left of his own accord without saying a word. That's all we know.
Come, Abbess. We should leave this young lord to his scurrying thoughts. There is nothing more of use we can say to him.
Take care, my boy.
Stay within these walls where you're safest. I'll have a look around, see what I can learn about your father.
If my father spent time at the hospice here, the healers who work there may know something. Talk to them if you can. Find out what they know.
Hunwald's father was recuperating here not long ago. Someone may have seen him depart.
Hey! Time to die!
Are you the head sister?
Please, don't hurt me. These poor souls need me.
Calm, sister. Lord Hunwald sent me. He asked me to speak with the people here.
Hunwald? That's not a name I expected to hear again.
No harm will come to you or those you care for. I'm only looking for your elderman.
I'd be risking my neck telling you anything. And if my head rolls, these sick and ailing folk will follow me to the grave.
Your elderman would agree. So the sooner I find him, the more quickly these prowling guards will leave your hospice.
That's a pleasant thought. Our lord was in a bad way here, and getting worse, in spite of our efforts. Then, quite against my instruction, some guards moved him out. I overheard them talking about a bathhouse. There's no working bathhouse in Lincoln. So, I gather they meant the old ruins just south of here, by the eastern walls.
Ruins, just south of here. I'll look there. Thank you.
I pray you find him. He's in desperate need of care.
Now you pay!
It weren't wise to let those Mercians nobles use our tunnels, if you ask me. Watch it. Slipper it away.
These tunnels run deep. Was the ultimate fleeing to a hideaway beneath Lincoln?
Damn it!
I should be cautious around here.
More Mercians traipsing across our routes. Can't piss from here to Bolingbroke without someone demanding some ungodly deal.
All this traffic has made smuggling a difficult job.
Smuggling will always be difficult. But I prefer it to paying tribute. Never again will we bend to the Mercian crown.
fighting here. About what? Violent struggle between nobles and bandits. The bandits didn't fare so well. A noble's cloak with the image of a swan. Looks like the alderman passed this way. I know a lonely door that would love to meet this king. A Saxon nobleman paid some bandits for permission to sneak through these tunnels on their way to Bolingbroke Castle. Mercian nobles made a deal with some bandits, paid them hush money to let them sneak through these caves. When the time came, the bandits ambushed the nobles. But it didn't end well for the bandits. In the struggle, the alderman's cloak was torn off. But he got away and headed east for Bolingbroke Castle. That's my best lead. Fresh air. must be careful now.
with you.
I'm on the right track. That keep is well protected.
I wonder what in God's name we're here for. Hunbeor is his own prisoner.
He's an ill man, leave him be. Besides, we ain't got it too rough. We can hunt in the wolds of Lindsey, and whore in Botolston.
Too right, too right. I've gone done with idle time. Have some ale and let's skin some animals later.
Hey now! Mongo is scared, you yellow dog!
So full of so loyalty. None know me as well. There now, my lord. All is prepared. Shall we begin the washing? Hey, who comes? Welcome, stranger. Are you here to pay tribute to our Lord Ealdorman?
This biscuit has been dry for some time, sister. How long has the Ealdorman been dead?
Dead is such a drastic word. I like to think of my lord as transformed.
That's not untrue.
Have you need of anything?
Why has your Ealdorman's death been obscured? The people of Lincolnshire...
When the guards put him in my care, I was told to keep all this a secret. Until the appointed time. When I asked who gave these orders, they struck me.
I've seen all I need to. But Hunwald will need...
Of course. You're welcome to search through his effects. Though I'm not sure what trinket would be...
I'll find something. Foul. Rat droppings everywhere.
Even in death, my lord is a friend to all of God's creatures.
I don't know what this is, and I'd rather not ask.
Yes, I thought the same. Troubling.
A box of musty clothing, and a brooch with a crest. The House of the Ferocious Swan. This will do. I'll return this brooch to Hunwald in Lincoln. I hope the poor boy can withstand such ill news. Dried herbs and berries pressed into powder.
The time between my lord's departure and his burial is longer than usual. My lord must keep up appearances for his upcoming rites.
Ich bemurne dadora. Ik denen ar swilch esber mit mig del folan bismo. Golden weather.
Eivor! What news?
Your father's dead.
Wait, what?
The sigil of Hunbeorth's house. I found it near his body.
No. No, this cannot be. He was strong.
Oh, you poor boy. I'm so sorry.
I am a man, Archer! Do you hear me? I am a man, and I am my...
He's been dead for some time. That was obvious by the state of his corpse. One of you knows more than you're letting on.
I'm sorry, Hunwald. I had already asked a priest to administer last...
What?
I didn't tell you sooner because I thought by some miracle...
You lied to me!
You silly, sobbing mooncalf. Will you never grow up?
Lord have mercy on that woman. She should have said something. It was her duty.
Hunwald was the son of an ealdorman.
The title's not hereditary, but he can plead his case before a Shiremoot. King Ceolwulf must then ratify.
Explain how this works, your Shiremoot.
A moot is a meeting of lords. We convene from time to time to...
It was always mine, but between our troubles in Lincoln and the bandits...
We have a similar custom, what we call an alding. And
with so many like habits, there should be peace between our people and yours. Perhaps that begins now.
Apart from Hunwald, who else was...
If I may be so bold, I should like to put my name forward. Under my care, this Shire has found some peace this past month.
I will offer my name as well. My family has ancient ties to this land. And I am proud to say I have forged quite a friendship with the Danes to the north.
Good. My priest will spread word of the moot across the Shire, and will convene in a few days' time.
Do visit my estate, Eivor. I have something for you. Something I think you'll enjoy.
I'll find the time.
Eivor, a word if you don't mind.
Is the word Christ or pagan?
I deeply regret my churlish ways when we first met. I did not...
Love is a difficult feeling to command.
Yes, quite. In any case, thank you for putting this...
With Hunbeor's death an open secret, Hunwald's enemies may strike again. I should find him before they do. Console him. I should follow her. Archer, where is Hunwald?
I tried to console him, but I love the boy, I do. But I fear what would happen if he took his father's title. I saw him ride north, following the paved Roman road, to the old tall tree where he often passed time.
What devil put you up to all...
I wasn't put up, Eivor. I felt compelled to carry on for the good of the
A pretty answer, Verna.
I must beg forgiveness from my God. The Lord lifts up the meek. We must praise him.
These woods, Father. Oh, these woods. I remember the days we spent here together. Here. Eivor, what a pleasant surprise. Would you drink with me?
Hunwald.
Come, sit. Stay with me a while.
Be easy with your grief, Hunwald. If you're not careful, it's a poison you'll bear in your blood for the rest of your life.
No need to worry.
Do not gorge on grief, nor give in to sadness, but let your aching love light the mead of your eyes and lead you to triumph.
That is quite... My father would have liked you. He liked all those who could swing a sword.
He had a large heart and a love for his people. I think I would have liked...
He and I used to wander up this way all the time. He would take me hunting, and I would catch the most I was a rubbish hunter. But he always said he was proud. Each and...
A toast. To you, Hunwald. You have love in your heart and hope in your eyes. That's more than many can say.
Eivor, I can't begin to...
All right, Lord. You are all right. Skull!
Skull. and then my father's... Oh, my Swanborough loves that one.
Right. Your Dane lady love. She sounds lovely, too.
You know what? We should visit her. We should go to...
After you.
Nothing like drinking and riding to jostle your troubles away.
And the contents of your gut.
Now come and enjoy the splendor of my shire.
You Saxons and your tiny splendor. You've never seen mountains, have you? Or deep fjords, like a giant's axe wound? Or towering falls that steam in the dead of winter? Snow sparkling like a blanket of jewels? That is splendor.
Well, if your homeland is so splendorful, why come to England at all?
You can't grow crops on a blanket of jewels.
Ha! Very true.
I'll admit, your countryside does take the breath away.
Quite so, quite so. I love this land. And should I follow my father's footsteps, I shall do my solemn duty to protect her. I know many think me foolish, inexperienced, but I would ask that they judge me by my future hopes, not my past reputation. If I am given sway over this land and show myself to be a poor leader, shame me, punish me, of course, but give me that chance. My God, I just want to have that chance.
What was that?
Birds, Eivor! Has no one told them today is a day of grief?
Shh. Quiet. Stop here. Something isn't right. I'll find the trouble before it finds us.
Read us where, Don Quixote? What? Hide fight, Hunwald! Now! Face me!
Get back here! Scared, you yellow dog? Out of us!
have this! Take your last breath! What?
That's twice they've tried to kill you, Hunwald.
And twice failed.
We had luck. But if you're not more careful, they will succeed. Someone in Mercia wants you dead. And they'll kill anyone in the way to see it done.
Yes, including my dear Swanborough, my lady love.
I'm serious, Hunwald. Are you hearing?
Plain and clear.
Hunwald, are you sure this place is safe?
The safest spot in the Shire, yes. Here I am with a chance to be Alderman, but I have yet to prove myself worthy. To you, to the Shire, to her. I can do nothing without my darling lady. You've made me realize how much I've neglected her through this fatal stupor of mine.
This I must see for myself.
Oh, thank the heavens! There she is!
Hunwald! I thought for sure you'd be dead. Why didn't you send word?
It has been far too long, my little jewel.
I'm fine, my love. I wilted without you, but still I grow. And who is it?
Ah, yes. I am proud to present Eivor of the Raven.
Hello, Eivor. A pleasure to meet you.
And you, Swanborough. I wasn't sure what to make of Hunwald's...
Surprised to find the Dane by his side?
Not quite. I'm surprised to find a Saxon at yours. Hunwald seems to endear himself to all...
Eivor agreed to help me find my father. But I'm afraid...
What's happened?
My father is dead. Died of a cruel disease, apparently.
Oh, my love, I'm so...
And someone in your Shire wants to make sure Hunwald follows his father to...
Let them try. I'll cut their...
A Shire moot will soon be held. Hunwald should stay here, out of sight. And
what if I left it all behind, my love? Forget my father's seat. What if I...
Hunwald, no. This Shire must be led with courage and heart.
whatever strength you lack, you have in Swanborough. Heed her advice.
Yes. If anyone can lift my spirits in time...
Come inside and rest your bumbling bones, love.
Keep watch over that one. Men have come...
My blade will keep him safe.
I don't doubt it.
Eivor, I'm pleased you came. Welcome to my estate, old friend.
Thane Elfgard. It's an impressive...
Quite right. I often get lost swimming to my island.
You're flush with land and crops, to be sure. You're a brave man to flaunt your riches.
It's not bravery, it's trust. I trust the respect I've earned keeps...
You said you had something to show me when we last...
Yes, I did. This fine specimen belonged to our beloved elderman, Hunbeort, before his untimely passing. He left it here when we last hunted together. I now wish you to have it.
If this belonged to the Elderman...
I suppose so. But I thought you a more fitting recipient. Now, take it and come hither. Leave aside talk of politics and shire moots.
We're hunting or fruit picking?
Both, if you like. Whatever you fancy. I'm generous with the yields of my estate, as you will see. To be plain, Eivor, a great bear has been badgering my estate for weeks. I must do away with it, if only to prevent a future tragedy.
You brought me here to hunt a bear?
Yes, and I'm so pleased you agreed to come. I suspect you know better than most that I have what it takes to lead this shire. Though its line of kings is old but ended, the people of this land still teems with life, with promise. But today, the shire languishes. It needs the guidance of new blood.
Like me.
I'm sorry?
I'm the definition of new blood. If maybe I should put my name in for Elderman.
Ah, there it is, that dark sense of humor. Blunt as a hammer, eh? Like the one carried by your thunder god. I don't recall the name.
Go on.
What I mean to say is, I enjoy the company of your people. Or people like you. What little I've seen of them. And I don't care what stuffy fools like Herefriv and Hunwald say. You Danes are damn decent people. Not dense at all.
Kind of you to notice.
I remember when the Danes first arrived, not long ago. The locals were terrified. Not of being raided, but of their spouses being seduced away with all your perfume.
Are we hunting, Alfgard? Or is it your hope that I'll braid your hair?
Hunting, definitely! The bear's lair should be nearby. Ah, my old friend Grim. How wonderful to see you here.
What surprise. I came as you requested.
Yes, and how is Grimsby?
I can't speak for all Danes, but I am well, and itching for a hunt as you made plain in...
Yes, that's right, very good. Speaking of Danes, I'd like to... perhaps you know each other, as one Dane to another.
I'm Norse, actually. Something you might learn by asking. Well met, Grim. Glad to have you along.
Hey, Eivor. Did he lure you here as well with the promise of a hunt?
Yes, hunting a bear. That's the point.
There's a cave just up the hill there. Seems a likely place for it.
If the beast is as large as Elfgard claims, it'll take all three of us to bring it down.
I'm game. Let's get a new fur cloak, shall we? There's all manner of beasts in this forest. If we don't find the bear, we'll find something worth our supper.
I have a divine rule over the land on my estate. God shall provide. Have no worry.
This is the threshold of the beast's home. There's no doubt in that. That's right there. Wolves.
There's something you'll want to see here.
Is that? That's smoke! My god! My estate is burning like a twig!
Soon to be a sea of fire.
Eivor! You're skilled enough, and I can't tell you how to handle this, but please! My god, help me with this!
I'm in this fight with you. A clutch of puny Mercians don't frighten me.
My people are fleeing! They must get to safety!
Someone waited until you were away to set your world aflame.
I'll send them straight to hell! The marauding medicine!
The men who would see you burn are dead. Let's get these agreed.
What a mess. A sea of ashes.
You're a man of many riches, Alfgar. You can rebuild.
To be sure.
The Shire mood will start soon. I should return to Lincoln to see that it goes well.
Away, beast! Away! You won't see me any longer!
Elfgar! Careful!
Archer, is there...
The Shire moot will soon begin. Will you join us?
Yes. When will the vote begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones, but they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each. It now falls to you.
Me?
You have earned the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fault.
Elfgar and Hunwald were attacked recently, and your bishop remains fearful. It's clear...
They tried, yes, but they did not succeed.
I kept them safe, not you.
I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the...
Good evening, Alf.
Eivor, I hope it's not untoward of me to solicit you, but I do need it.
It's a difficult choice, Alfgar.
Good, good.
I don't...
A vote for Hunwald will return the House of the Ferocious Swan to its...
Bishop, I'm surprised to hear you vouch for me, Bishop.
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be under my guidance, this Shire. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the...
Quite a gambit, Bishop. Mad enough to work.
Well then, I thank you.
Vote for Hunwald will return the House of the Ferocious Swan to its former glory.
How fare you, Lord?
My prayers are fervent and my will is strong, Eivor. If I am
There's more to good leadership than merrymaking. You must be strong and stern and willing.
Of course, of course. Strength and wisdom. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity. Have no fear.
That's good to hear. King Ceolwulf's attendant, aren't you?
Aye. The king sends his love and support. Whatever happens here today shall...
He's learning fast. How are you, Lord?
Have I heard aright? That you have come to break...
I have, Lord. Have you any advice?
Lord Hundbeor was a bold and honest man, if somewhat reckless. I see the same qualities in his son.
Three men, three possible futures. Which of these sad puppets will dance best when you call upon them? It's not for myself I must cast this stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need? You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. Choose only for yourself. All three have strengths and weaknesses. Hunwald is not the most cunning or clever, but he has heart and spirit. Both go a long way in times of need. Lead your Shire with pride, ferocious Swan.
It is decreed by this lawful Shiremoot that the Ealdorman of Lincolnshire shall be... son of our dear and departed Lord Hundbeor, Lord Hunwald of Lincolnshire.
I don't know what to say. I miss my father. I'd sooner see him standing here than...
Let us all raise our cups. As all well know, this Shiremoot's decision is not final, but advisory. It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results. Our good and noble friend, Arthelswith.
A septic rot has overtaken this Shire. A sickness for which there is only one cure.
Your Grace! What is this?
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast! For the glory of the ancients, leave none alive! Steel yourself.
Another battle!
This one's gone. Find those who still draw breath. Polish your ass, Hunwald. The ultimate seat is yours. As your war council, I suggest you waste no time in catching this grief tot.
We should first bury our dead, no?
That choice is yours.
Yes. Yes, of course.
I will pray for these martyrs, and tend to the
Be well, Archer.
And you, Eivor. Make...
Bold attack, and in broad daylight.
What news, Hunwald?
We've learned that Herewrith rode for the fort at Annikast. I have assembled a field there. Quite a large one, in fact. They eagerly await your...
You mean your orders, Elder?
Ah, yes, that's right. My orders. Which are...
Who can say? Ride with me to your camp, and we'll find...
Herewrith was a friend of my father's and always so dear to me. I don't understand what possessed him.
He invoked the name of an ancient order before his men attacked. I know exactly what possessed him.
Do you?
It's not a story for now.
This will send waves of disgust through all the parishes of Mercia. Herefrith is a new and ugly stain on the bishopric.
Your Christ was an interesting man, if a little soft. But stranger still, I've met so few Christians like him.
Today has been a boon, Eivor. In spite of everything, I now know my father's spirit still burns within me. It's thanks to you I know this. When songs are sung of the day Lincolnshire was saved, your name will ripple through every stanza.
Don't be hasty, Hunwald. One verse of our song remains unsung. The din of battle beckons.
You pagans and your appetite for battle. I certainly don't share it. I worry what diabolical feast the bishop has in store.
Don't let that poxy bishop worry you. With Eivor beside us, he'll be victuals before long. How has Atcha taken all this? She and Herewrith were so close.
She must feel as though the devil himself attacked her monastery. The poor lady.
We spoke briefly. Her spirits were low, but her work carried on. I think she'll be fine.
Manipulated by a man who should be God's gladdener. Here's the camp, do you see? The Field will soon be ready for action.
Give them mead and let them rest. There's hard fighting ahead.
Who's fetching the turf this time?
Our warsmith has arrived. The Fields are ready to fight.
Chieftain Abel, can we win this fight?
If they fight with the bravery of double that...
And is there room in your Valhalla for a ferocious swan?
Of course. Let fly your glorious...
Are we ready then?
We attack now.
Our first task will be to breach the outer wall. Then we deal with the troop.
To me, holy warriors of Lincolnshire!
The best way to breach is with a battering ram. I should help it along. Challenge at last.
Ah!
me to the bishop. No one else need...
He's in the chapel there.
Let no one leave that church without faith.
Thomas and Philip.
God damn this shit!
Strike for Christ!
God damn you! Coming!
Follow my lead.
To respite, Lord, please. Our battle is lost.
Continue the work of God, my boy. Kill this pagan! I'll keep the run!
Pathetic!
I died the day I hid behind these robes, this cross. To bring the light of my order to a wider view, I debased myself. Clawed my way to the top of this common religion, full of common men. I should have lived as the ancient dead.
That's the folly of mankind, Hedavrid. We wallow in our failures like happy pigs in a sty of shit. We should have learned to enjoy it.
Eivor, is he... is the bishop dead?
He bled too little and talked too much. Now he's gone.
I won't miss him. But Atcha will need some time to...
Be careful in the coming weeks. There may be others who wish you harm. Hedavrid was not the only member of his order in Mercia.
I shall hold to my friends with every fiber of my constitution.
Lincolnshire is yours to lead, Elderman. The hardest fight begins now.
The din of battle still rings in my ears. I think I now know...
Good.
I would ask a favor, if I could.
Name it.
As Elderman, my life may be a dangerous one. Would you allow my Swanborough to take refuge in your settlement? At least...
We'd be happy to have her.
Thank you, my sturdy Norse berserker. The mead halls of my shire will be...
Our people are bonded now. We must look out for one another.
Blast it. I am a horror with...
It'll do for now. Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
And only because you all have such good taste. Now, this one.
Good day, Eivor.
Eivor.
Lincolnshire is a friend.
Wonderful news. And who is...
The boy Hunwald is the new Ealdorman of Lincolnshire.
The loud one, an Ealdorman? Well, should he ever wish to call for aid, he need only
I want to see... My mind is fixed on Sussex. Basim and I have a chance.
That is for you to decide. The more alliances you have...
What can you tell me of Vinland? Is it a real
Rumor or not, I found someone willing to sail you there.
If she is willing to risk her life beside me and make the long journey, I will
Nessa is her name. Meet her at the docks when you are...
I will go now, and end the life of Goran Kjotveson where the Valkyries can...
It is a long voyage, Eivor.
Eivor!
Now, this one begins a long time ago at a desert oasis, far away. A place of bliss.
Then go.
Now, this one begins a long time ago at a desert oasis, far away. Hello there.
Have you got a...
I have just received... Sources say... Counting on you, Eivor.
What do you have? I must be on my...
Now, this...
Regret the choices that led you here.